I built up my caseload, and now I'm earning better than being an employee.
My name's Laura. We're here on Take the Leap with Ghada. Her business name is Say Well Speech Therapy. Tell me a bit about your business.
So Say Well is a leading private practice speech language pathology in Ontario. I started my business back in 2019 as a solo practice, and I incorporated my business just last year. I started just a home-based therapy in one city, but now I have a clinic and I serve many locations in the GTA and southwestern Ontario.
So tell me some of the exciting parts of having your own business.
Being a business owner, it's very exciting. It's a different life other than just being a regular employee. But the commitment of being a business owner is more excited. You need to think as an entrepreneur. It's not just a regular career. Now it's a part of your life.
Are you the same person you were as an employee?
No, absolutely not. I'm not the same person when I was an employee. I changed a lot. I'm way more disciplined. I'm very committed to learn more and study more so I can provide a very high quality services for my clients, and I can make a positive impact in their lives.
How did your friends and family members respond to you becoming an entrepreneur and giving up your employment?
They were very excited and supportive for me. Also a mom of two. So in the beginning, it was very hard to juggle between the family, the quality of time with the family, and being an entrepreneur and establishing a business. And I would say I'm trying now not to wait for the time because I don't have time. So I make the time for myself, make some time for my family, and make some time for my business.
How's it been balancing being an entrepreneur and having children? I assume you have younger children.
Juggling between my children and my business is challenging, absolutely. With the support of my husband, it's getting a lot easier. I still juggle. Sometimes I feel that I need to focus on my business more, and while other days I need to focus on my family more. So I juggle.
You started as a sole proprietorship and then you switched over to incorporation. So can you explain why you made the transition?
Speech language pathology is regulated under the College of Ontario. So we have to register with the College of Ontario. So it's a bit more complicated and a bit more expensive just to be an corporation. What I decided to go from solo practice to corporation is I have more benefits with the tax income and the tax return. And it's also for more liability insurance. When I decided to hire people to work with me, I felt more comfortable and more safe to be in the corporation other than being on the solo practice. But it's completely fine to start with the solo practice in the beginning and just incorporate when you are ready.
Yes. And that's what a lot of people do. They sort of test the waters with the sole proprietorship. And then once a business gets going and they see the revenues, the liabilities, even name protection, they decide to switch over. One of the biggest concerns we hear about from people looking at starting a business is their fear of taxation. When you go from being an employed person to being self-employed, what was that transition like for you? Did you hire professionals?
So in the beginning, I didn't hire any professional for my tax. I had enough time to do it, and my husband also supports me with that. Now I have bigger caseload, and now the taxation is different for the corporation and it's more complex. So I absolutely hired a certified accountant. I know it's more expensive, but it's worth it.
What about hiring people? Did you find that to be a struggle, or was it an easy transition from working just with yourself, for yourself, to hiring others for the business?
I'm still under the process of hiring. I would say it's not that simple. You need to think and find a brilliant speech language pathologist to join you. So the process is not that simple, but I'm very excited to have some other speech language pathologists to join me.
Well, the one thing that I always promote for every new business owner that I talk to is to reach out and have mentors.
I do. I am already with an association for the speech language pathology. I'm already with support groups at Facebook for private practice in speech language pathology in Canada. So yeah, absolutely getting connect with other people that are in the same industry and the same business. They will be very helpful.
What keeps you up at night as an entrepreneur?
Mainly when I'm thinking about my clients. Did I do that right? Did I set a right goal? Did I complete my assessment correct? Am I helping them? What should I do next for the next session to be more effective? So I always think of my clients, whether they're children, whether they're adults. This is the life of the speech language pathologist. Now, being an entrepreneur and working on my own, now my clients are 100% my responsibility. So that makes it harder at nights.
Can you think of something you did as you started your business and went through the growing process that if you could do it in a different way, you would have?
I started very, very small. I was scared of renting a place in the beginning. So I started safe, I would say. I was also scared of paying more on the digital software that I'm currently I use just to have paperwork and everything on paper, which is time consuming, to be honest. I switched to digital software last year and I rented an office 6 months ago, and that's what I regret, that I didn't take that
sooner. It's interesting because people hold back not realizing the detriment in holding back, that it can take them much longer to grow their business than if they had initially done it. But again, I mean, you did take a huge leap by leaving a full-time job and starting your business. Where do you see yourself in 5 years with your business?
I would say I will see myself in 5 years to have more clinics and be in a large team. Not only speech language pathology services, we may have more services like occupational therapy and other rehabilitation team to join us. I like to dream big, and once I have this image in my mind, I feel it comes true.
Did you have an aha moment in your business where you went from feeling, insecure and nervous perhaps to feeling like you're actually gaining traction and this is working?
Once COVID hit, everything went down and we switched from in-person sessions to virtual, and it took longer time for our clients to understand and realize that virtual sessions are still working well. Establishing also my office for virtual sessions was really challenging because I was living in a small apartment and I had to have a private room for keeping the sessions private and all the information private for my clients. I used at that time my bedroom, and I didn't even have enough space to put a desk on my bedroom. So what I did is actually I used the ironing board to put my laptop and my monitor, and I put some shelves like just behind me with some books just to mimic that I'm in an office. As long as it is locked, it's private and okay with the college and with the healthcare standards. And I started my business on an ironing board.
What would you say to somebody who's watching this and considering being an entrepreneur in a similar position to you?
I would tell them, prepare yourself mentally, emotionally, and financially to be committed as an entrepreneur. Entrepreneur is not a talent, it's an act and a habit. And I would say winners never quit and quitters never win.
That's great. Good for you. Thank you so much for connecting with us, Ghada, and sharing your entrepreneurial story. It's been fabulous. I very much appreciate it.
Thank you for you, Laura, and have a good day.
Same to you. Thank you.